This is Zac and Gus,
the podcast.
Hello, everybody. Episode 32. Take 2 because we fucked up the first intro.
Yep, this show gonna be great. We're not gonna make any mistakes.
Well, we didn't make mistakes the first time. We kind of just really... We started off in a really shit mood and it didn't seem like it was improving in any way.
Yeah, but now we're pumped. We're ready to start recording, but not on time.
Unfortunately, today has been a bit delayed, Gus. If you watched our Instagram stories on Wednesday, you would know what happened. So we've got a meeting.
If you didn't watch the stories, I just want to clarify, Zac made us late.
No. So we meet every Wednesday at Gus's house where we record and film the Zac and Gus podcast. True or false?
Yes, that is what we do, and
Okay.
that is what we've done today. So far, nothing amiss.
A bit late though. So I rock up 10:45. I texted Gus at about 10. Hey Gus, I'll be here at 10:45.
Yes, I can't confirm or deny this. Didn't see the text.
All right. So I rock up, knock on the door. No one answers. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. I can wait. I'll just sit out on the front balcony and I'll make some sound effects.
So maybe I was sleeping in my own bed, in my own house.
So time passes and I'm like, okay, if it gets to 11, I'll call him. And then at least I'll hear the ringtone and I'll know he's at home. Gets to 10:55 and Gus texts me and he goes, Zac! And Gus, you were in fact slept in.
I had slept in, but I didn't come and answer the door.
He had slept in where? In Werribee?
No, not Werribee. North Melbourne.
Oh, okay.
That's
No better than Werribee, though, because it's not in
a
Box...
lot better than Werribee.
We're in Box Hill!
Yeah, look, anywhere that's not Box Hill is not a good option, especially when you're at my door.
Gus was like, well, what do we do now? I headed into Melbourne. Gus headed into Melbourne. We met at Camberwell. We come here. You were a bit, can I say it? Hungover?
Yes.
Yeah.
I drank lots of alcohol last night. Wait, I don't want to admit that on a Wednesday.
It was a Tuesday night. It sounds better.
Yeah, Tuesday night.
Tuesday night. He's not drinking on a Wednesday. Who drinks on a fucking Wednesday?
Not me.
So we get here and we're like, okay, sweet. Shall we set up? No, Gus is hungover and he wants some food.
You offered me. Okay, I would like to make it very clear. That on the way here, Zac offered.
I was hungry, thank you very much.
Zac offered to order food delivery to my house. Who is going to say no to that offer?
You're going to pay me back, so. So after we finally get food delivered,
Yep.
we're like, Gus tells me about how he had an issue last week recording the podcast, editing the podcast, and how the video was too dark for him. And I was like, well, so what's the fix for this, Gus?
And look, the fix is obvious. We need another light. And I tell Zac that the light's out in the shed.
Oh, so I'm like, oh, sweet. So we can go get it? And Gus goes, oh, it stinks of petrol. Now, when you imagine stinks of petrol, you think, oh, sweet. It just smells like a service station. No, it doesn't.
It smells like a service station just blew up.
Before you walk in, there are 2 doors. You can smell the petrol standing a meter away from that second door.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. But you will get to find out later in the show why my garage stinks of petrol.
So we go in the garage.
And Zac could only stay in there for like 15 seconds. He finds like part of the light and he comes out and he has to go outside. It's that bad. He said he could feel it on his skin.
No, my skin had a reaction and I Googled it and apparently you can have an allergic reaction on your skin to too much petrol.
That's so weird. I've never heard about that, but cool.
Yeah, so that's what happened.
Seems like it's like a weird superpower. You can like sense petrol in the air.
Well, no, there was petrol spilt on the ground. There was a heap of it. It was fucking disgusting. I didn't need any superpowers to go, oh my God, I can smell a heap of fucking petrol.
Yeah, but if you had no nose, it'd be pretty useful if you could like feel the petrol.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Can you make a good point? I don't know how much of a useful thing that is. In addition to that, while I was walking back to the train station, something really fucked happened. Some dude followed me. Gus?
Oh yeah, Zach got. Wait, did he stalk you like all the way here?
No, other way. So from the intersection near where Gus lives, all the way to the train station, which is about a 5-minute walk, someone followed me within a meter. And I was like, okay, maybe they're just heading in the same direction to me. When I crossed the road, they crossed the road with me. It was really fucking weird.
Okay, now this is genuinely concerning, as you'll find out when I tell my story.
Wait, what?
My first story for the day.
Oh, do you want to hit us with that
going
first
to make
story?
that person who followed you seem a whole lot fucking scarier, Zach.
Okay, let's fucking go.
Oh, wait, I've got a couple things I want to bring up first.
Oh, okay, easy.
I was going for a walk in the neighborhood where I live.
Yep.
And I saw a Raw XD custom plate. And I'll put it on screen now. Someone had the custom plate Raw XD.
Oh, that's disgusting.
And also, a quick call out.
Oh, yeah, this is important.
Are you listening on an Amazon Echo?
Now, we won't go into the full numbers, but let's just say
A lot. A good percentage of our listenership is apparently listening on Amazon Echoes, which we just feel is very unlikely.
Well, so the stats we get, apparently they've been audited and they're approved by like an international podcasting board for statistics. So there's no bots or robots. The amount of listeners we're getting from Amazon Echoes.
Our season finale for last season has hundreds of Amazon Echo
I would
listens.
say almost 1,000 Amazon Echo listeners. Now, this is a bit different to the Frenchman saga, which you may remember from episode 2 or 3, where we were like, there's a French person listening to the podcast. That was just a bot. It was coming from the exact same location in France each day. That was a bot.
I feel like there's a possibility that people are asking their Amazon Echoes to play a podcast and our podcast is just coming on.
But the amount of podcasts like listeners we're getting, and none of them are coming from the same location. They're scattered around the world. So this is a call out to you, Amazon Echo listener.
Hit us up at Zac and Gus on Instagram, or the email is zacandgusshow@gmail.com.
Wait. Could we hypothetically try and activate their speaker to email us?
I don't know how you act. What's the phrase? Hey Siri, what's the phrase to activate an Amazon Echo?
Hey, we're just waiting. Oh, fuck.
Fuck it.
Hey, Alexa.
Hey Alexa.
No. Okay, Alexa.
We'll just say a bunch of different things. Hello Alexa. Hey Alexa. Okay Alexa. Alexa, you cunt.
I think it's just Alexa. Okay, here we go. Alexa, send an email. Zac and Gus show @gmail.com. Hi, I'm listening on an Amazon Echo. Sincerely, Amazon Echo. Wow, we're not done. Send.
If that works, then it's going to be the craziest thing to happen in this podcast history.
I guess a call out to any other international listeners. Shout out to Joseph, who I think still listens. But if you're for international or if you're on an Amazon Echo, we'd love to hear from you.
Okay, now to scare the shit out of Zach.
Woo!
So
I'm fucking excited for this.
The reason that this is also the reason that there's a bike in my garage and my garage stinks of petrol. So I was going out on a walk yesterday. You know, I go on a few walks.
Yeah, you do your daily exercise like a good man.
And so I walk outside and I see my bike is not in its usual position.
Yeah.
Of just outside the front door, which, to be honest, it's a really dumb place to put your bike.
Yeah, Gus doesn't have any sort of security with his bike. It's just out the front, saying hi to everyone that wants to see it.
It's not anymore because of what happened yesterday. I walk outside, not because I hear anything, I'm just going on my walk. I see my bike has moved to the middle of the driveway and that there is a 6-pack of Coronas in it. What? And like a couple other Coronas too. And I see the figure of this guy bolt around the corner and hide behind the garage.
What the fuck?
And then I'm like, what is happening? And he's like clearly like crouched behind the garage.
Yeah.
Then he gets up, walks around the corner, and like starts talking to me really loudly and says, "Oh yeah, nah, don't worry, mate. I filled her up with petrol. You can take the beers." And just like fucking stumbles. The bike falls over. The beers, all except two, smash on the driveway. And as the guy is leaving my driveway, he turns back and asks me the most ridiculous question I've ever been asked by someone who's attempting to steal my bike. "Hey mate, do you have anywhere I could park a stolen car?" And then I'm just like, "No, what the fuck?" And then he just runs down the road.
Whoa, what a... I thought where we were was kind of safe.
Yeah, no, I really did think of Box Hill as a very safe neighborhood, but it's weird. Like, you'll be sitting out the front having a smoke, and people will just come up to you like and bum ciggies off you on your own property. It's
What the
fucked.
fuck? That is... Well, now I feel a whole lot unsafer coming here alone on every Wednesday.
But I think the reason my bike got stolen, it was very dumb of me.
Because it's out there. Fucking
Yeah, no, but
anyone could steal it.
There's more of a reason. It was very stupid of me, but a person came up when I was having a smoke out there, asked for a smoke, and commented on how nice my bike was.
Oh, for fuck's sake,
And
Gus.
I didn't hide it. I didn't put it away.
Does he look any bit the same as the person that may have gotten...
I don't think it was the same person, but I reckon they were friends.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You idiot. Why would you not hide it after someone's shown interest in it?
And also, he tried to steal our ashtray full of fucking ciggy butts.
Why an ashtray?
I think he wanted to like take the ciggy butts and get tobacco out of them and smoke them.
But I'm not a smoker. There's not that much.
Well,
Would it be...
we had like an overflowing ashtray.
Oh, okay. That's a bit fucking weird.
Yeah.
Well, now I feel a whole lot unsafer. Thanks a lot, Gus.
Yeah, so I don't know if it was related to that. Hopefully not, but
If one of us die...
I would say
It's on record.
I would say next time you're getting fined, call the police.
I didn't feel that unsafe. Like, I didn't feel unsafe enough to call the police, but I was a bit fucking... I was just trying to jam to some ABBA, and I was like, fuck off, mate. Please. Now, what we're doing next, this is an experiment. So the new podcasting deck we've got, very expensive.
Very expensive, but very cool features.
One of the features is we can connect Bluetooth and do phone calls.
Yeah.
Now, a few people listen to this podcast, one of which is my mother. Mum always has the weirdest suggestions for the podcast. Like the other day, she was like, "You should plan for the podcast." I'm like, "What do you think we fucking do, Mum?" But I thought it was...
I mean, I could forgive someone for thinking that we just sit down and make it all up on the spot.
To an extent, we do. But I think that's most podcasts. I think. So I thought, Mum always has some feedback for us. I'll get her to listen to last week's episode, and I'll see what her feedback is in a segment we're going to call Phase Feedback. Problem is, not too sure if Mum will pick up the phone. So we might either skip through this, we might cut to something we've recorded after finishing recording, or she may pick it up. But here goes nothing. There we go.
Okay.
This could be a long wait.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, Mum, how you going?
Shit, guess which way I was going home?
What way?
Same way we went last time. Guess what happened?
Oh, there's more traffic.
Traffic sensors are doing road work.
Lucky you. Well, Mum,
You're on the Zac and Gus podcast.
Hey?
you're on the podcast, and we've got a segment we want to do with you, Mum. Can you just put yourself on speaker?
Terrific, I'm on speaker.
Sweet. Phase feedback. So, you know how you're very vocal about what you think of the podcast, Mum?
Seriously?
Yes.
So I didn't read your text. That's why I asked you to write down the feedback. I wanted you to give us your feedback live on the podcast.
Right, okay. Sorry.
So
Well, do you want me to give it to you now?
right now. What
sure.
did you think?
I think Gus has got a really strong, solid voice.
Thank you.
And I think you say the word fuck way too much.
Well, you just added to the fuck, Salima. Is that all you've got?
I think it loses its impact when every second word is F this and F that. Got to save it for impact.
Oh, or not. Well, I was more interested to know what did you think about me recording every piss and shit I do for this year?
Well, Zach, that's the most interesting thing about your life. That says more about you than anything else. I would seriously suggest to have some other life experiences to add to your repertoire.
And lastly, what did you think of the time I caught someone wanking in the toilet?
I actually thought that was really funny.
Yes, score.
Sweet. Thanks, Mum. Go enjoy the roadworks.
And you really liked your voice as well.
Oh, that's my grandma.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Faye, for the feedback.
Lucky she can't understand English too well and didn't understand all the expletives.
Well, that's good too. Maybe we'll get you on another time for Faye's feedback.
Anytime. My charge is cheap.
See ya, Mum.
Bye.
Well, that went pretty well.
That was a pretty good segment. So pretty much we have to say fuck less. That's pretty fucked.
Fuck. I
Oh,
fucking
fuck.
fucking believe it. We have to
I
say
can't fucking deal with this.
fucking hell.
Okay, that's
enough fucks.
That was a shitty bit.
You can make
So
buttons into
your mother and your grandmother both think I have a really nice voice? Yeah. I'll take it.
Very nice. I wonder what parts my grandmother understood.
Just the fucks.
The fucks.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. I think Faye's feedback went pretty well. Do you want to move on?
Cool. Gnomes. So, gnomes.
I'm adjusting my nuts on camera. I thought the camera was adjusted. And then I go and look and I'm adjusting my nuts. Yeah.
So, everyone knows about garden gnomes. They're those gnomes that are in gardens.
Yep.
Right? And I have had an interesting idea for a podcast segment, and I think it could be really good.
Oh, yeah. So you're pitching something here.
I am pitching a possible... This is not the segment. This is me pitching to you the segment.
Oh, okay.
And I want your opinion on whether I should do this. So, Zach, I want to go to someone's yard in like the middle of the night
Yeah.
and steal their garden gnome.
That's not a segment. That's robbery.
Okay, but there's more. There's more to it than that.
You can't just pitch a crime somewhere that your name is publicly available. If anyone in Box Hill goes, oh, where the fuck are my gnomes? You've got Gus Reese from Box Hill going, oh, I stole these gnomes.
Okay, maybe I would like travel out to a further away suburb to steal the gnome.
And you're going to show it to us on a video version of the podcast too, which you can find Zac and Gus on YouTube.
The point is, I want to steal someone's gnome, but I think that the person is going to enjoy it. I think they're going to like the reason why their gnome was stolen. I think
Are you going to gnut on the gnome?
No. I think they'll get more out of not having their gnome.
Will the gnome say, what a cum?
No one understands what that means. That's a teaser for next week.
We hope.
Hopefully. Yeah, no, I'm going to return the gnome eventually.
Okay, yeah.
But what I essentially want to do is I want to steal someone's gnome and I want to take various photos of it that looks like it's like having a life and traveling to weird places and doing weird things, just doing gnome shit. And then I want to make postcards and send them back to their house. Like their gnome's going on an adventure and contacting home.
I like that a lot.
And then I want to leave like an anonymous email address so that they can respond to each of the postcards. And then on the show, we'll like read them out and see what they say back to their gnome.
I really think this is a good idea. But how many people have gnomes?
Okay,
how many gnomes have you seen?
The reason I came up with this idea was I was going on a walk, left my phone at home because I like to go on a walk without my phone.
Yeah.
So I was like coming up with ideas and stuff, and I just saw gnomes in someone's garden and just spontaneously came up with that idea.
Oh, look, I do support it. If you wanna steal a gnome and leave an email address, sure.
Because it's not really like if you had a gnome, wouldn't you be fucking pumped if it disappeared and started sending you postcards?
But what if it was a sentimental gnome? What if this gnome had like a lot of meaning to someone?
Well, they're gonna get it back
Okay.
in the end. Like it is technically theft, but they're gonna get it back. And I
It's
feel like
100% theft.
I feel like it's good enough content to justify the theft. That's what I'll say to the judge. If this somehow ends up going to court, yeah, I thought it was worth it for the podcast, Your Honor.
Imagine someone taking you to court because you stole their gnome.
I mean, if it was a really sentimental gnome.
Wouldn't you just, if you're leaving the email,
I
wouldn't you
feel
go,
like
hey,
if you
please?
went to the police station and wanted to press charges over someone for stealing your gnome, the cops would probably just laugh at you.
Yeah, but also if you're leaving a way to contact, wouldn't they just try emailing you and go, hey, can I have my gnome back?
That is like a possible really boring end to this segment. The first email they sent is just like, hey, give back my fucking gnome. But yeah, that's the pitch. So
if you don't want to give it back, you could say, no.
terrible. So essentially tonight I'm probably going to go and
Tonight you're stealing a gnome.
I think I'm going to steal a gnome tonight.
Okay,
and hopefully by next week we'll have the first edition of this segment. I think I'm going to... Well, there's no point like, if it's a house nearby, do I want to deliver them in person and then they could, like, see me?
No, yeah, you want to post it.
Okay.
Okay, but you've got to record the audio. You've got to, like, do a live blog.
All right, I'll do a little segment to bring to the show next week of me going and stealing a car.
Can I have the fucking keys so I can get in here when you're arrested?
No.
Well, nice. No. In the forever it took us to plan, the GN in gnome became a bit of a meme.
It's certainly good.
Did?
I think we need to move past this.
Do we want to go to a drinks break or do we want to play a game? See, we're close enough.
We'll probably run out of... we'll probably run out of time.
Yeah, okay. We're going to do a drinks break, people. Now, fun fact, the legends of our podcast community actually wanted to sponsor the drinks break.
So we have a drinks break that isn't sponsored by at Zac and Gus on Instagram, who are very generous people, but we've got a new sponsor.
Oh, yeah, right. If you want to sponsor the drinks break, contact either Zac Briffa on Instagram, ZACBRIFFA, or Gus Reese, GUSRIIS. This is the official Zac and Gus drinks break, proudly brought to you by Anonymous, who wants us all to know that Dane Hibbert likes men. The official Zac and Gus drinks break brought to you by Anonymous.
That's right. This week on the Zac and Gus podcast, Dane Hibbert likes men.
And that is statistically true thanks to Anonymous.
$1 says that Dane Hibbert likes men. And that is all it costs to say any one of your friends likes men or anyone in the world.
Okay. If you know us, we'll say one of your friends. I think because we know Anonymous and we know Dane, I think that's fair. But if you're going to use this podcast to out a friend that's not out yet, we don't approve of that.
Yes.
Unless, Dane, you are out, then that is pretty embarrassing. But I'm pretty sure Dane isn't gay.
No, I don't think Dane is gay, but we support him if he is. But yes, this week on the pod... Well, he doesn't necessarily like men in that way. He might just like men. Like, he has a lot of friends who are male.
Maybe... Well, I think he has... a few. I'm his friend.
I'm his friend and I'm male. So
I'm male.
I think we can definitely confirm that Dane
likes men. Oh, sorry, Dane. Now, time for a game.
Name.
Okay, so we're playing a game. I, this week, have decided I'm going to bring a brand new original...
Oh, I'm so excited. I get to hear the thing.
Yeah, I'm going to bring a brand new original game to this show. Now, I'm going to read the text messages. So...
I'll put our iMessages up on screen. Yeah, we're cool. We have iPhones.
Mate, you didn't have iPhones for a very long time. So we have a few openers for each segment, and you want a good opener. So I was like to Gus, I need audio of someone saying, wow, what a cock, or wow, what a big cock. Are you aware of any videos that say that or similar?
Like as if I have just a category of every porn video in existence in my head.
He didn't reply, so within another minute I said, I'm watching various pornos now, trying to find someone saying that. Just watched a cuckold with no luck. It took half an hour, or less, a bit, to find the sound effects for this. I don't know which button I'm pressing.
This is porn star or sports star.
Oh yeah, that's a big cock.
Oh, Gus, you love porn, I think, and you hate sport, so we're doing sports star or porn
That
star.
doesn't actually sound like it came from a porn video.
This is porn star or sports star.
Oh yeah, that's a big cock.
Does that not sound like...
It's just so casual.
Do you want me to find the video?
No, I'm good. Okay, so can you explain the premise of this game?
I have 5 people's names,
Yep.
and from their name and only their name, I want you to tell me if they're a sports star or a porn star.
Now, I do have a history on this show of possibly misassociating people as porn stars. I thought Sylvester Stallone was a porn star, but in my defense, he did do a porn video once. It was the first thing he ever did. And
Really?
it's how he gained his fame. So it didn't come from nowhere.
I'm pretty sure it came from nowhere. You probably looked that up. Anyway, are you ready for name number 1?
Yes.
This one's a nickname. Dipper.
That's not fair. I don't get that. I just get a nickname.
Yeah, okay.
Dipper.
Okay,
Well, what porn star has a nickname?
Oh, a few have nicknames.
I've never heard of one.
I've heard of multiple.
Tell me a porn star with a nickname.
It could be Dipper.
Fair enough. But I'm
not going to give it away like you gave away last week's game, mate.
Yeah, you don't have to mention how fucking stupid I am. I'm going to say Dipper is a sports star.
Correct. Dipper, it has a very long name, so I'm not even going to try and pronounce it, is an AFL player who is one of the most successful Italian Australians to play Australian football. His contribution to the game was recognised by selection in the VFL/AFL Italian Team of the Century. Good work. You're 1 from 1. Obviously, same way all of our games go. If Gus gets it right, he gets 1 point. If he gets it wrong, I get 1 point. Person with the majority of the points is the winner. Next up, we've got Jeff Horn.
Jeff Horn. Now, Horn suggests porn.
Or
suggests
horny.
Porny. God, that's a terrible word.
I'm going to make you a porny joke. It was a corny joke.
Was it
It's a corny joke
Jeff
about porn.
Jeff Horn?
Jeff Horn.
Jeff Horn. I'm going to say Jeff Horn is in porn. Oh.
Unfortunately, and I reckon most people would have known this, Jeff Horn is a professional boxer who held the WBO welterweight title.
Did you know this?
No, I googled it. I did know his name.
Why do you think most people would know this?
No. I knew his name. I didn't know that he was a welterweight title holder from 2017 to 2018. You're 1 from 2, Gus.
Okay.
Danny Mountain.
Now, Mountain is a very strange last name, but it's not like...
It's not an unusual enough last name to think that this wouldn't be someone's real name, though.
Yeah, because like a lot of porn stars obviously use stage names, but that would be a very strange stage name. And also, is it Danny a guy or Danny a girl?
Oh, they're all guys.
Oh, they're all guys?
They're all
Okay.
guys.
I'm going to say Danny... Oh, you could have like a mountain of a cock.
What a big mountain! Fuck me with your mountain, Danny.
That's no. Just based on that, I'm going to say,
Porn
I
star
hope
or
to God
sports
he's a
star?
sports star.
Oh yeah, that's a big cock.
Sports star. I lock in sport.
Danny Mountain is a porn star, an ex-carpenter who entered the porn industry at age 20
A mountainous penis.
back in 2004.
Oh, wait, that is his real name?
His real name is Danny Mountain. Not his it's also his performing name.
He could have changed his name.
His real name is Daniel Mountain. Daniel. Okay, you're 1 from 3. You need to get this one to stay in the game, Gus.
Okay.
Steve Hooker.
Fuck. No, Steve Hooker is a sports star.
Good work. Steve Hooker is a pole vaulter and Olympic gold medalist. His personal best made him the 4th highest pole vaulter in history.
That's pretty cool.
Now, this one's to win it, Gus. Michael Vegas.
That's a very porn star name.
But I don't want to give it away, but like could have chucked it in as a throwaway.
No, I'm going to say porn star.
Good work.
I win!
Finally, it's taken you a bit.
Do I get any prize?
No? Yeah, you get... I will link you to the porn from the fucking opener.
Thank you.
No problem.
I'm actually pretty curious. Yeah.
It's your turn to move on.
Okay, noodles. Noodles, last night, the reason I obviously was late for the podcast this morning and not in the suburb where we were meant to be recording, etc. I drank a bit of goon last night. I drank a little bit of goon last night.
A little bit. Do you want to know... Do we want to tell them how much?
Almost the whole sack.
So for anyone counting at home, 25 standards.
By the way, that's the first time...
In a long, long time, at least, if not ever,
What?
that you've gone that fucking wild.
No. Well, yeah, no, I was just going to say, like, look, drinking on a Tuesday isn't the best look, but that does not mean I drink every day of the week.
No, it doesn't. Not at all. But you know what isn't a good look? Drinking the night before you've got a podcast.
Yeah.
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 You've pulled up pretty well.
Yeah, I think I'm fine. Yeah. Anyway, but when you've had that much to drink, you tend to do some pretty interesting things. Now, these things include, but are not limited to, laughing in a really menacing way and saying, "I'm going to commit murder" in front of your friends, as a joke, of course.
Well, what's funniest about this joke is Gus you don't remember who you were going to murder.
I don't think I was talking about anyone in particular. I think I started doing the laugh first, and they're like, "Oh, that's a creepy laugh." So to make it even creepier, I said, "I'm going to commit murder."
Perfect. We love that.
I also think I had a goon-induced nosebleed, which sounds really bad.
But you've already drunk that much. I think it's a pretty understandable thing to have.
Nothing really brought it on. My nose just started bleeding. There's a photo on the screen right now of blood on the floor that I took for some reason.
It's fucking disgusting.
I then went inside to get some Vegemite toast.
You fucking idiot. Vegemite toast.
And then came the noodles. So, according to Adrian, I was standing in his kitchen drinking a glass of goon. I finished the glass. I turned to him and said, "Adrian, I've had too much goon." And then I just didn't say anything else, and I started making noodles. I got noodles out of the cupboard.
Is that your content for the week?
No, it's how I made the noodles.
Oh no, Gus, you fucking idiot. Why do I know where this is going?
I made the noodles on a plate, not a bowl.
What the fuck?
So you know the thing you do when you make noodles with a kettle, you get the bowl and then you put a plate over the top.
Yes.
I put the noodles on a plate, poured boiling water onto the plate. I think I spilled a bunch of boiling water.
No shit, of course
and then I
you
put
did.
another plate on top of the noodles.
Why the fuck would you do that?
And then it clearly wasn't doing the intended thing. So I grabbed the noodles in my hand and started crushing them up so that they'd fit at the level of the plate. And then I woke up this morning, I went out into the kitchen and there were noodles everywhere.
I'm not fucking
on
surprised.
the floor, on the bench. I hadn't even eaten the noodles that I made.
Look, I thought you were going to say that you tried to cook the noodles with goon, which is a bit worse.
I want to try that now. Okay, maybe that's content for next week. I'll try to cook noodles with goon. Interesting story.
No, okay. For people that haven't listened to season 1, Gus makes a lot of promises.
Yeah, look. Interesting story about
Gnoodles?
No, interesting story about me cooking things in not the intended way. So I was once staying at a motel and we bought chicken nuggets and wanted to cook those chicken nuggets And I think all that there was at the hotel was a microwave and a kettle. And they said that you could either cook them in the oven or a deep fryer.
No, you fucking idiot. You did not.
I didn't want to cook them in the non-intended thing, so I didn't put them in the microwave. So I
idiot.
grabbed a bottle of oil and I filled the kettle up and I poured the chicken nuggets into the kettle and put it on because I was like, hey, it's pretty much a makeshift deep fryer.
How did that go?
Well, if you know anything about chemistry and how kettles work, you'll know they have a thermistor in them that tells them when to turn off, and that detects the boiling temperature of water, not oil. So it pretty much just turned off like really quickly before it started actually.
So you got oil-soaked nuggets.
Well, it was hot, so it did make them hot, and
That's disgusting.
so yeah,
Actually,
I got oil-soaked but like warm nuggets. And I ate them.
Why? That would be the most unhealthy thing ever. Why the fuck would you eat oil-soaked nuggets?
You eat chips from fast food places, it's soaked in oil.
Yeah, I think it's different when they're cooking and creating a coating. That is weird. You're eating things that are literally soaked.
Yeah, but then
No,
you,
I think
like,
the way
shake
you did it
to get the oil out. Anyway, yeah.
I think the way you did it would have been 10 times more unhealthy.
Definitely terrible. And also, I destroyed a motel's kettle.
You fucking idiot. Of course, it would have destroyed the kettle.
Yeah, and we also like strung that caution tape up all around the room.
Why?
Because it was someone's birthday. It was my friend Izzy's birthday, and we wanted to like use the caution tape as like the happy birthday. Like,
Oh, I guess that's kind of cool.
And then the owner or like the staff from the motel came and knocked on the door, looked inside, saw all of that, and was like, "We don't have parties here." In a very disapproving tone.
No shit, you're fucking boiling. Oh, you idiot.
Yeah.
Well, from one regrettable decision to another, I have a story that I don't think I brought up last week. So, can we name the closest train station to you?
Yes.
Laburnum.
I live near Laburnum Station.
Laburnum. Now, for anyone from Melbourne, you will know Laburnum Station does not have a toilet. From anyone not from Melbourne, Laburnum Station doesn't have a toilet. And that's right, I'm bringing back toilet time. I need to make a toilet time opener.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
So what did you do? Where did you go to the toilet, Zach?
So,
You would have probably gone to like a nearby place and found a toilet, right?
oh, of course. If there wasn't 2 minutes until the train came.
Ah, I see.
So, on your way up to Laburnum Station, there's a ramp. And that ramp passes by a bush. I was fucking busting. I was not waiting 35 minutes to get to Melbourne. So I jumped the rail, did a piss on the bush, and then sprinted up to the train. I reckon about 3 people on Laburnum Station's platform
Wait, did
2.
you even like hide when you did the piss?
Well, they couldn't see my willy
but they could see you.
standing up against a bush pissing. Yes. And then I whipped out my hand sanitizer, did my hands, tapped on, ran onto the train. But I reckon at least 2 or 3 people saw me pissing in a bush at Laburnum Station.
Look, Zach, if it makes you feel any better, I've also pissed in a bush near Laburnum Station.
Buddies. Have you pissed in a bush near Laburnum Station? Contact Zac and Gus show at gmail.com.
Or leave a comment. Cool.
Or have you pissed anywhere that you shouldn't have pissed near a train station?
I feel like the only place you should piss near a train station is the toilet.
There's no toilet. It's not my fault. Look, I was solidly expecting Laburnum to have a toilet on its city-bound platform, but it didn't. There's nothing.
There's a lot of stations that don't, especially ones that are near other big stations like Box Hill.
Which, say, hypothetically thinking, I could have caught the train
Why
back.
didn't you just get off at Box Hill?
Or Camberwell or Glenferrie.
Yeah. Anyway,
I must have been really busting.
what's the last thing on our
You've got 2. You've got point and video.
point? What's that?
You fucking... Gus was being a bit of a pain in the ass when we were planning this morning, or this afternoon. And he goes, right, point.
Oh, yeah. My problematic pointing. So, I don't think I've brought this up on the podcast before. It's only something I've been made aware of in the past, like, month or two. It's something that I think I've done for a really long time. It's literally just muscle memory, and it wasn't until my friend pointed it out that I
Get it?
realized
Point.
you pointed it out. So essentially, I point at things. We all point at things. Yesterday, a lady outside the Box Hill shopping centre asked me for directions to the train station, and I pointed her in the right direction.
Did you point directly at someone else?
No, I sort of did this.
Oh my God, Gus, you freaking idiot.
Yeah.
Okay, so for anyone who isn't watching the video version, thank God, Gus may have saluted in the direction.
I may have done not like a regular like army salute, and it's more like
An anti-Jewish salute.
it's a Hitler salute.
Yeah, there we go. We cut right to the chase there.
Now, I really genuinely do not know when I started doing this because I've probably been doing it for years.
I feel like I've heard other stories of you accidentally Hitler saluting.
I have never been conscious of it in the past. Now, every time I do it, because it is literally muscle memory, I notice it now. So I just feel really bad about doing it. But it's not something that I control or that I put any effort or thought into doing. Obviously, that would be fucked. But yeah, I Hitler salute every time I point at something.
Has anyone ever, like any member of the public, ever pointed this out to you?
Pointed. No. Literally,
Has any member of the public saluted it out
not even
to you?
my friends pointed it out to me until Elsa pointed it out to me, and I was like, "What?" And then I realized that I do it every time I point at
Oh
something.
God, this is
I
problematic.
literally did it in front of a stranger when they were asking me for directions.
Well, I mean, I guess it's
What if a Jew asks me for directions?
good thing you don't live in any Jewish suburbs. That would be pretty problematic
Yeah.
because there are some heavily Jewish suburbs in Melbourne.
And I want to make it very clear that I am not a white supremacist.
Which is good. We love having two not white supremacists on the show.
It's a good amount of white supremacists to have on a podcast. 0. That's generally what you want.
That's definitely what we want.
Look, I would make a conscious effort, but like you don't really think when you point. You just point, and this is what happens when I point. So
How? I like point.
everyone uses one finger.
When I was younger, I was told, do not point with one finger. And I was like,
I actually noticed recently I was holding headphones and I pointed at something and I did this because my other fingers were taking up holding the headphones. So maybe that's the solution. I just need to hold something all the time.
or we could sticky tape your fingers down.
Yeah.
We should sticky tape every finger but the middle finger.
But yeah, it looks bad because
Mate, of course
it's not
it-
just this. It has an upward slant to it.
But
as
in
well.
addition to that, no one else in Box Hill Central knew that you were pointing directions.
Yeah.
And you don't have a haircut that fits in. You've still got pink, vibrant hair. So you do stand out,
Yeah.
which is a bit of a problem.
Yeah, I was going to shave my head recently. That would have been
Oh,
a real
shit.
bad look. But yeah, if you guys...
Yeah, we would get taken down off YouTube immediately if you're bald doing a Nazi
a literal skinhead, like, oh, look over there.
Is it a Jew?
Fuck. But yeah, guys, if you have any suggestions, if you have any
fuck.
similar stories about pointing in a non-traditional way, just send them in. But yeah, I genuinely don't know how to stop myself from doing this.
You know, I've just thought our drinks break thing has given us a guaranteed $1 from Dane.
Yeah.
Because Dane's going to want to clap back at Anonymous.
Yeah, so if you're ever thinking about sponsoring the drinks break, do it to like...
Hate on a friend so your friend will want to sponsor it back and we can get double the cash.
Yeah, we start a little chain. And also try to like outperform, like have a little competition, see who can go the highest.
Yeah. We got 50 cents.
Shoot for the star.
You fucking idiot. Oh, God. Yeah, so if you're Dane, you can hit us up.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's disgusting. I cannot believe you did that.
I genuinely, I do want to put in a conscious effort to stop, so I'll try to think before I point.
Good. Do we want to do the last thing or are we going to give up for the...
The last thing is very quick. I just want to, this is probably something I should have brought up off the show, but fuck it, it's the end of the show. Who cares? Should we go 4K? We can. We have the technology.
Does the camera do 4K?
The camera does 4K. Should we go 4K? There's no reason not to go 4K.
Well, there's a lot of reasons not to go 4K.
Oh, yeah, the render time. Yeah, literally, there's so many reasons.
The render time would kill both of us. The uploading time would kill both of us, considering you don't have a
rendering
Wi-Fi.
The podcast already puts my computer out of commission for a very long time, so I reckon just have it be even longer. I'll just do it overnight or something.
You have to upload the video version to Google Drive so I can use it for social media clips.
Yeah.
That already takes you ages to upload because you don't have a Wi-Fi connection, and me ages to download because I live in the middle of bumfuck.
I'll go to a friend's house to upload it because I'm not going to keep uploading it over my data.
And would you be able to fit an hour-long 4K video on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay, Google. Oh, no, fuck. Hey, Siri.
It'd probably be like 20-something gigs.
How big is a 4K video for 1 hour?
There's no finite answer to that question. It could be a lot of
Okay,
different
I
amounts.
found this on the web for 20-something years. How big?
Here you go. Suck my dick. Quora has an answer as it
Yeah, but
loads.
there's no one answer to that question.
Yeah, no.
The video isn't just the pixels.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other stuff that goes
it
into
does
it.
say
Zach.
that. Does say that. Yeah, no, I don't have an answer for this.
Look, based on the render, like the file size for when I render in 1080p is 7 gigs for about 50 minutes. I'd say it could be like getting close to 20 gigs for 4K.
That's way too fucking much to be downloading on a week in, week out and uploading to our fucking Google Drive. Okay, I support it if you give me a 1080p version.
I'll
of it.
put up the... yeah, I can just give you a 1080p version, or we can put the 4K versions up and then just delete them as we go along.
Yeah. How's it going to fit on the SD card? We already barely have enough space on the SD
I can
card.
wipe that SD card. It's got 128
Okay,
gigs.
fine. I think that's the end.
Okay, cool. Thank you guys for listening. Send in your bits to
and-
these Instagrams.
And if you are listening on an Amazon Echo, we need you to contact us, please.
But that's it. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in this week. You can find us at Zac and Gus on Instagram, Zac and Gus on Facebook, or you can email the show anytime.
ZacandGusShow@gmail.com. We also have the YouTube channel Zac and Gus and Zac and Gus highlights on YouTube. We have a TikTok, Zac and Gus, and chuck us a subscribe if you haven't already.
We'll see you next week.